Let's not forget, when you talk about the high screen and roll game, the purpose of this is to try to get either the ball handler or the screener open. But depending on these defenses, you're going to get...
The road in the NBA can be a very unfriendly place, but this group... Well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Las Vegas. You've got Hayes, Jaylen Brown out there with Mitchell. Then it's Zeller, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, Kevin Love out there with Gallinari. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Robinson in at the 2-guard spot. And now the Knicks on the break. Gallinari running. Took him no time at all on that one.
Gallinari so hard to guard from the mid-range area because of his quick first step to the hoop, but you can't play too far off him or he'll do just that. Burn you with the J.
Now here's Jackson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Poked away, 6 to shoot, and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Here's Brown. Gallinari making his last shot. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Hayes kicks to Brown. Pass to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Paul finds Gallinari. Love trying to break loose. Jackson against Ingles. Outside Jackson. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Mitchell. Over Robinson. It's not going to go for him. And New York the other way now.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look, and see if they can keep that up.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Jackson. Connects on the foul line jumper.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Zeller finds Brown. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Mitchell wide open. Here's Zeller. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
The shot's good from Paul.
Some of the success to Chris Paul being able to drive has to do with his devastating mid-range game. He makes the defense play him honestly everywhere on the floor.
Now, here's Mitchell. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Las Vegas shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Here's Mitchell. From deep three-point range, that shot is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second. And playing at the center as opposed to his customary power forward position.
The adjustment for me has just, having to play, dynamic.
The league in general, GA, going smaller. Love finding himself more and more moving up to the 5.
Yeah, he can certainly rebound at that position, and his perimeter shooting at the 5 makes him a tough cover.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court right now for Las Vegas. They've got Mitchell. Zeller is out there with Hayes. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And the shot goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brown against Paul. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Brown. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Paul. And the rejection by Jackson. Love dishes to Paul. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Brown kicks to Mitchell. Now the dish to Zeller. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. But they get it back. Jackson has the open look. Goes up again, and Zeller with the lay-in.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
D by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Las Vegas. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Paul.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Las Vegas, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson passes to Zeller. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Zeller's got the lead up to 3 now for Las Vegas. Now here's Paul. From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Checking out Las Vegas. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they've been...
And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And New York, looking at who they've got. Joe Ingles is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Robinson. And it's Paul in at the point. And it's Mitchell missing. Knicks trail by 3. On the wing, Ingles. Guarded by Jackson. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Kevin
Love getting a little clever out there. Fantastic to get the D to bite on that pump fake.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, a favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, every play.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Gallinari surveying the D. The drive by Paul, and it's blocked by Brown.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Paul finds Gallinari. It's deflected. Ingles passes to Gallinari. That shot, no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Gallinari against Zeller. Gallinari right side. Over Hayes. And it's Gallinari again missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Brown hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And it's a 9-point Las Vegas lead.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Alinari outside. Love trying to break loose, and it's blocked by Brown.
And they continue to control the glass.
And finished off by Brown.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here is Paul. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Off the mark.
And what about the hustle from Brown on D? Just not giving his man any.
And so it's Las Vegas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're running.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Las Vegas leading by 11. On the court right now for Las Vegas, we've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there with Zeller. Then there's Brown, and it's Mitchell in a 2-guard.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Paul surveying the floor. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Paul, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. The wide open look here for Ingles. Offensive rebound. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Kevin Love is known as an elite rebounder. He knows exactly where those misses are coming down.
Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range. He is
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pass to Jackson. He can't hit that time. And New York the other way now. Outside Robinson. The pass to Paul. With the floater, Love. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. New York. 5 to shoot. Ingles dishes to Love. Paul with the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. You want want to settle for something going away from the basket, aggressive with a finger roll.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Las Vegas.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Paul for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Paul's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York.
A good three-point shooter a few years back. Paul's turned himself into a great one. Important to do later in your career.
Round the pass to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Robinson for 3. And that one is off. Now Mitchell. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like